Welcome to the shop, everyone. In this video, we're going to be replacing and upgrading the steering servo on the ROG1. The servo horn that came with it, it's plastic, it's stripped out in less than a week. It might have even been the first drive out. So I tried to find some replacement parts, and they are available, but it takes an awful long time to get there. And at the rate I break stuff, I figured, let's replace this with something that is easily obtainable. So I couldn't find any servos with the exact dimensions as the original, but I think I can make a standard size servo work. So we're going to be removing the original servo and replacing that. It doesn't require a whole lot of modification. I think the only modification being you have to cut the original side for it. You don't have to cut a lot. You basically just notch it out. I mean, it's less than 1/4 of an inch. You'll never notice it. That keeps this thing from chewing up the dirt. Yeah, we got bigger problems. It's a pretty solid vehicle. Luckily, we have a little bit of adjustability here. That is going to help out. I did a rough dry fit on the new servo when I got it. And that's where I made the measurements and trimmed the side panel. Now it's nothing fancy, the one that we got. Just a Bezos special. But it'll be a proof of concept, and if it works, we might upgrade it to something better. Actually, I'm sure we will. So there's not a whole lot involved. I didn't find a whole lot of information on people modifying the ROG1s. There's a lot on the Terminator. So I think that is going to be a topic for several videos. All right, this is the FFTY servo. I think it's an 11 kilogram. It's what they claim. It's not the best quality. It's got a little bit of slop in it, but like I said, it's a proof of concept and it will work. Now, I did have to do some modifications to the servo horn. This one did not come with it. I bought it separately. I think it was a 5-pack for less than $10. Basically, all I did, I drilled out the original 2.5 millimeter mounting hole to a 3 millimeter. And that might sound strange because the original servo arm is 2.5 millimeter. The reason I drilled it out is because I'm also replacing the servo arm. And the reason I went with this specific servo horn is because it's the absolute thinnest one I could find, requiring the least amount of modification for this. Along with modifying the servo horn, I also decided to modify the servo arm. That's where this comes in. So I bought both of these. It's another Amazon special. Modified them as well, shortened them on the belt grinder. Ran a 3 millimeter bolt. And I believe this is a heat set insert used in 3D printing. I had a bunch of those laying around, so I'm sure I could come up with something better, but that's what it is for now. Like I said, proof of concept. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's got to be better than the original plastic one. That one's all metal. I'm thinking it'll do pretty good. I guess we'll find out. So my goal for the ROG1 is for the parts to be easy to get and easy to upgrade. And that's why I'm wanting to start with this, because I know it's a part that it's got to be. I can't be the only one that has stripped out a servo horn. And with it being an unconventional part, yeah, that can really put you down for a while if this was your only vehicle. I think all these parts combined cost me significantly less than $20, and you really don't even have to modify the steering arm when doing this. That's another good reason to go with this servo horn, is because the original mounting bolts do fit the original steering arm. So everything's snugged up. Kind of like to keep everything loose until I tighten the this adjustable mount here. That way it kind of self-centers itself. That's redundant. All right. That's it. It is quite easy. All right, let's get this button back up. What a mess. Spaghetti nightmare. We're going to get this button back up, and then we will go on to the steering arm. Now this new arm does have to be mounted on the opposite side as the original. That allows it to have some of that clearance amongst the side skirt. Also, there we go. And this probably should have a little bit of Loctite on it, but like I said, for a proof of concept, this will be just fine. Just fine. So now for that, for being as cheap a modification as it is, and you can go however expensive you want with it, we will be testing it here soon. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and we'll fire this thing up and see how it goes. All right. It looks right. Okay. And go. Oh yeah, it needs to be adjusted a little bit, but overall I think it's not bad. It's not the greatest servo, but it does work. I definitely will be upgrading that. But it works. The parts are easy to find. So why not? I like it. Next video, we'll take this thing out for a rip. And we will be also doing a ton of modifications. I have all kind of stuff planned. So it's all pretty cheap stuff, and most of it's unnecessary, but it'll be fun. Look cool too. Alright guys, I appreciate you stopping by. See you in the next one.